Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, my little sugar wiggers. Y'all probably thought I wasn't coming on today. But I woke up this morning so stopped up and didn't get to bed last night until almost 2 o'clock this morning. So I wasn't feeling it this morning. I was like, thank God we live in a world where when we can't attend or can't make it for whatever reason, we can look at it online. So that's what Ms.V is going to do this morning. And the videos stay up so I can watch it anytime today. This morning I came out to talk to y'all about power and purpose. Good morning to all coming into the chat this morning. Happy Sunday to you. I think I'm going to have to take my shades off so I can see the chat coming in. And I'm on the second phone this morning because I didn't charge up the other one. So I think I'm going to have to find a place where I can get through an hour, and that might be standing instead of this phone here buffers a lot. This is the second phone. The first phone is on the charger, so I'm going to try to get through it. If I have to stand up and do it, I just have to stand up and do it. So anyway, back to what we were talking about. The devil is a lie. That's all I'm going to say. We're going to get through this if I have to wait until the other phone charge up and come back. Yes, this is my message this morning. Know who you are. Don't be a follower. Be a leader. Be yourself. Don't let anybody sway you to do something that you know is not right. Learn how to be silent. Silent is golden. Sometimes silence is no response, but it is a response. Learn how to walk away. Be more observant. Speak less, listen more. You learn more when you're listening than when you're speaking. We're in a spiritual warfare. We must pray. Stop giving haters power. Stay focused on your purpose. Okay, hello to everybody coming in. I see Annette Go Getter. Let me go back up to the top. Peach, LaWanda, Misty, Annette, good morning, good morning, good morning. That might be a better thing if I go inside. I was going to try to do it out here, but it doesn't look like that's going to work out. So let me try to go inside. This phone is not the phone that I normally do my lives on because it will buffer. But like I said, the other phone is on the charger because when I got through working last night, it was 2 o'clock. And I wasn't feeling it this morning. I didn't even wake up until like 9:30. Church starts at 10:15. But like I say, we are living in a world where we do have internet services and everything is online these days. Okay. Take them off, put these on, and then I can see what y'all talking about. I was doing that outside for the sun. All right, much better. Okay, so let's hit it. Hey, Miss Audrey, good morning. Good morning. Thank you for coming in this morning, Miss Audrey. I appreciate that. I hadn't been too long, woke up. I got up maybe about 20 minutes ago, and I was like, I don't even feel like putting on clothes right now. I'll do that later after I get myself together. But I had a message this morning to put all of your trust in people is a bit of a letdown. Learn how to use your enemies as your footstool. I always say less than is necessary. Don't give people so much information that they can use that information against you. I can do this. Where's the stand? It's over here. Get it together. Don't have my stuff together this morning. Okay. Turn it just a little bit. That'll work. Okay. Use abstinence to increase respect and honor. A lot of times when you are absent from somebody's life, you'll know that they miss you because even when you're nowhere around, they're thinking about you. They're talking about you. They really want to be with you. Keep doing you. Stay focused. Everything happens for a reason in life. That reason causes changes to come. Sometimes it hurts because you may really be attached to that person. You should be able at this point in your life, no matter how the attachment may hurt, treat it like a divorce. It hurts when you're in love with somebody and they cheat on you and you have to get a divorce. Or they're not doing what they're supposed to do in the house, but you leave. It's painful for a while, but nothing lasts forever. It goes away. Sometimes it's hard. Nevertheless, in the end, it's all for the best. Never, ever be afraid to say no. When you're younger, I could never say no. I always put myself in positions sometimes where it's like, dog, why they call on me? Why they asking me? Because they know they could get it. I was probably 40 years old before I learned to say no and have no problem saying no. And it was very difficult in the beginning. Today, no means no. Bye. See you. Be blessed. Love you much from a distance. Oh, yeah, you can love from a distance. Don't you love your deceased people from a distance? They're not with you anymore. You still love them, right? You can do the same thing with the live ones, too. Okay? Avoid people who are always gossiping. I told a woman the other day, I got something to ask you. I heard, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear what you heard. Okay? Because a dog that'll bring you a bone will take a bone. Don't tell me. Go back and talk to whoever you heard it from and y'all discuss it. And whatever conclusion y'all come up with is all right with me. Okay? That way you ain't said nothing, you don't know nothing, and you don't care. Stop blaming others for your miserable life. If your life is miserable, it's because you made it miserable. You allowed it to become miserable. You dealt with whoever you dealt with. I ain't tell you to do. To me, that's low self-esteem. And it's no self-confidence that you created that monster and you have become that monster. Stop being so easily influenced by others. Don't criticize. If you can't take it, don't criticize somebody else because sooner or later they coming for you. Everybody gets tired. The nicest of people get tired. And the nicest of people are the ones that they are always trying to come for and hurt them. That's the way it is. Ain't nobody coming for no bully. Ain't nobody coming for nobody with no mouthpiece that's just spewing out this and that because they know they going to do it to you. Okay? Don't take everything personally either. If a person doesn't know you, why are you taking it personal? That's their opinion. It may be as warp can be. Let it be. How does it affect you? Does it change your life or your lifestyle? Does it do anything for you? Then let it go. Not everyone thinks about you as much as you may think about them. People have lives, their own personal things that they go through every day. And trust me, in this life they live right now, it's a lot of problems. It's a lot of struggles. The economy is bad. That within itself makes life worth living, but the struggle is real. Hold on. You got your beverage? I got mine. This morning I got tea. I also have, what I do with them? Elderberry gummies. I saw it last night when I was in the store, and I remember somebody on my chat last year told me that was real good to take for your immunity system. So I bought me some. Back to the topic. There's always a reason you meet people. Either you need them to change your life or they need you to change their life. Never be afraid to try something new. Some people are so routine, it's almost like a special needs person. When you get them out of their comfort zone and you get them to a point where they're in unfamiliar territories, they're out of whack. They can't exist. They coexist with others who they feel is more comfortable in that state where they are than you. Stop focusing on your problems. One problem will cause another problem. If you're busy focusing on that problem, you're not taking care of what you need to take care of when it arises. So then there's another problem. You haven't gotten up and done anything about the first problem, the second problem. Now you got a third problem. So you got problems on top of problems, which weak people leads them to another level of perhaps gambling. If it's a financial problem, they think they can win. You'll always spend more money gambling than you'll win. Always. Okay. Now, I don't know, because I don't really watch Peach McIntyre, but I saw yesterday where she was doing a lot of promotions out here, but she said she had lost all of her money gambling. That's an addiction. Now, how true it is, I don't know, because like I said, I don't really follow her. But if it be so, how can you sit up with a husband and 7 children and pregnant with twins and go to a casino and lose all your money? If it wasn't true, I never would have said it. There's a problem, a big time problem. Now y'all come into the chat today, and I don't see as many. Let me go back up to make sure. Yeah, I do. I do see some. I see some hearts. And I thought about that also. A lot of people used to get really upset when you came into that chat with different color hearts. And I remembered that. Last night, I ran across something that told the psychology of colors. And I say, well, let me just bring this to them this morning and see if anybody else has seen this also. I see you, Miss Aretha. Good morning. So there is such a thing as called the psychology of colors. Now, remember, I have always told y'all there's only so many colors out here. And so there's only so many colors that you can have as a content creator. I mean, even if you mix colors together and come up with different colors. One color to come up with another color, two colors to come up with another color. And I've done a video on this before. But let me tell you what these colors are supposed to mean according to psychology. Then you'll have a better understanding why I don't care what colors you bring in here when you come in with colors behind your name. Listen up while I break it down to you, okay? Black can make you seem more dominant. It's powerful and it's mysterious. I have black all the way through my home. And I've read a lot about decor, decorating throughout life. That's been one of my little hobbies. And I have a lot of black in my home, but in decorating, it says that black is a neutral color, even though it may be a dominant color, but you can put almost anything with it and it'll pop, whatever color you put with black. Red. Good morning, Miss Deborah Silver. Red fools the eye. Okay? It plays on your nervous system and it makes you seem more dangerous. That's the psychology of colors. I have red throughout my home. I didn't put it in here because I wanted to make you seem like I was more dangerous. I put it in here because I had the black and I needed a color to pop. And that's the color that's popping throughout the home. It kind of tones down and in a sense, it lifts you up. It's a warm color. White. I have white throughout the house. Okay? White, again, is another neutral color. And it makes things seem like they're innocent. You think white, angels. Okay? Purple or violet. It's royal. Makes you think prestigious. Green. Green can make people around you feel relaxed. When you're driving in your car and you look at the landscape of someone's yard, the grass is green. It's a very pretty entrance into a home. When I was out in Vegas, there are a lot of yards that have rocks in them. I wasn't used to that. And those rocks make things hot. It's just like concrete. A lot of heat comes up off those rocks in the yard. I didn't care for that either. I was used to seeing green grass. When I got to Baltimore, there was a different kind of grass. When I lived in the South, St. Augustine is a big grass down here. Up there, it was fescue. It's green all year long, but it's much more expensive. And you can't cut it as low because you'll kill it. So that's the story of green. Thank you, Sam, for the donation. I appreciate that. Yellow. Yellow makes you seem optimistic. Think about it. What's the first thing you may see when you wake up in the morning? The sun. Okay. Blue. Blue has always been one of my favorite colors. I don't know why. From a child, I told you I had a blue room. You would typically associate blue with children for boys. I like the color blue. When my father was building a home, he asked me, and back then they had different colors in different rooms. It wasn't like the same color of paint throughout, and then you could change up the room by the accessories you put in it. So I had a blue bathtub, a blue commode, a blue sink in the bathroom. The walls were blue, and then my bedroom was blue. And back then it was shag carpet. My carpet was different colors of blue. So that's been my favorite color for years. It's a calm color. It's the color of the sky. That's one of the first things you see when you wake up in the morning. I chose a blue robe to put on this morning. Blue glasses to match it. It also is supposed to be trustworthy, representing trustworthy. It's the sky, it's the heavens, it's the water, it's the beautiful oceans, it's cruising out on the seas. What are we cruising on? We're cruising on a virtual cruise ship out on the water. It's blue, very calm, very peaceful. You're welcome, Sam. I appreciate you also for the donation. So now that you know the psychology of colors and you can kind of understand what these colors mean psychologically, don't ever worry about coming into my chat with whatever color you put. All the colors to me are simply beautiful. Miss Misty saying blue is my favorite color, royal blue. Okay, Miss Misty. So let's turn your problems. Let's get back to the problems here. Let's try to turn our problems into progress. Remember those two P's, power and progress. Progress and power. They typically hand in hand go together. If you write it, you won't overthink it. I always write everything, even my little notes to come out here and talk to y'all. I don't want to miss nothing. My mind is not what it used to be. I could just listen to the teacher in the classroom, go home, and then write it down and go over the notes, not even take notes in the classroom. I was always a little sharper. I would take my tape recorder in the classroom and record everything she said, and then go home and listen to the tape, and then take out what I thought was going to be on the test. After I've taken the first test, I already know how she tests, what she's looking for. So that's what I would do. I've already voted, Abrams, so be sure you have also. Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. When you're anxious, you don't act. You just let it get the best of you. It's called anxiety. You can get past that anxiety. Normally, it's because you've let too many things pile up on you. You haven't dealt with the issue at hand, and it causes anxiety, or it could go the other way. We've talked about both of them over here. It could put you into a state of depression. There are some things in life that's just brutally hard to deal with. The loss of a loved one. Children can take you through some storms in life. The weather can take you through some changes in life. It's all in how you deal with it, how you going to come out on the end. If there's nothing you can do about it, then why are you worrying about it? Give it to Jesus and let him work it out. Don't be a procrastinator. When you're a procrastinator, you don't have a plan. Wait a minute, hold on. Miss Audrey is saying 32 bushwatchers. Don't you have a favorite color? Tap that screen. Thank you. I knew somebody would bring the humor in here this morning. That's too much. Hit the like button, says Miss Jackie. Subscribe to the channel and share. And thank you. Super chats, super stickers, super thanks, and cash apps are available on this chat. And they go to help my special needs kids and the gift that I give every 1,000 that I hit. Okay? And I appreciate that too. When you don't have clarity, you do not listen most of the time. You don't listen to understand. So how could you have clarification when you haven't heard a word? So now it's what you're thinking in your head, which could be totally wrong. Miss Aretha says, I'm sorry, my favorite color is coral. Okay, that's a beautiful color too. That's like the sand. That's what I'm thinking. Now, when you go to the Caribbean, you're going to have all colors of sand. When I was over there, I saw white sand even. I had never seen white sand. Living in this area, that's about all you're going to have is coral-looking sand, dirty-looking sand, because the Gulf is not that clean anymore after all the storms and all the stuff that has washed into the Gulf. When I first came here, it was beautiful water. And we had a drive down beach where you could actually drive down on the beach. But that changed after so many storms coming in. They had to build a seawall to keep the ocean from coming over on the land. So things changed. Jackie saying she loves green. Okay. All the colors to me are beautiful colors. They really are. And so many, you can put a combination of colors together and have a whole array, a whole spectrum of colors. And that is simply gorgeous, in my opinion. Okay? Never be afraid to try something different. Again, that goes back to your comfort zone. I would have never, ever been an entrepreneur for 17 years working in my own business had I not gotten bored, which I will. I get bored very easily. I cannot stress that enough. And step out of my comfort zone, making the money I was making after 17 years, and I'm in my early 40s. And had I told people around me, they would have tried to convince me that I was crazy. You're going to walk away from a job with all the benefits, eye, ears, nose, medical, life insurance, 401k, matching dollar for dollar, making that kind of money, off 4 days every week. You only work 4, you're off 4. So you got to have a vacation every week. I was sick of it. I had something else in mind. I have a child that's going into her teenage years. I need to be there with her. I only have one. So, and at the time, I didn't have my stepson. So, you got to come up with something that's going to get you away from here, that's going to make you the kind of money you need to make. You're not going to have that 401k anymore. So you're going to have to save the money. Good morning, yo. Let's see, who are you today? Take that T-Moon wig off, Pissy. Have mercy, Jesus. She been with me 12 months. That's Niecy Pooh. Good morning, TT. In church this morning. Love you. All right, get off the thing and listen to the pastor, yo. Love you more. And catch the replay later. Miss Audra's in here. Miss Jackie Johnson's in here. So excuse yourself. All right? And I'm glad you're in church this morning. Auntie didn't make it this morning, but I'm going to watch it virtually this morning and then take my money next Sunday when I go. All right? Miss Audra's giving you congrats on 12 months. We love you. Exactly. We're not prejudiced over here. We love everybody for who they are. I would rather have a person that lets you know who they are no matter what. They could be the town drunk. If you claim it and I know it, I can accept it better than you lying and coming out here and in the closet hiding and falling down drunk and I know it. I can't roll like that. You could be the best thief out here. Claim it. Okay? I know to put up everything around you. I know to watch you. I know not to let you up in my home. Okay? I can accept anybody on any terms if you being yourself and I know who you are. Good morning, Innocent Jefferson. Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. For every problem, there is a solution to the problem. You got to stop. You got to think how to get to the answer. It's just like working math problems. Every math problem out there, I don't care if it's algebra, calculus, trigonometry, whatever type of math it is, there's an answer to the problem. Same thing with life. If you stop and you think about it. Miss Audrey saying, Ms.V, just like Sting said, we're riding with you home the other night. Ms.V, we are family over here. Exactly. Big time. And we come from all walks of life. None of us knew each other before we came over here. I don't think. I didn't know any of you. But I welcomed you into my home, onto my virtual cruise ship. And I treated you like I wanted to be treated. Those of you who were not followers and you wanted to be a supporter and you understood the message over here, that it's about education. It's about motivation. It's about inspiration. It's about humor. But humor mostly about my life. And I can take a joke. I can take y'all laughing at me. I don't care. It doesn't bother me because of what does it do to me personally? A lot of times it makes me a better person. Y'all have told me some stuff that you wouldn't dare tell anybody else. Ms.V, go clean your nose. Okay, if it need cleaning, then it clean it. Thank you. All right. And speaking of nose, I didn't bring my napkin from outside, so I'm gonna have to get me one. These allergies are still kicking ass. Good morning, Diana. How you doing? Hold up, let me get that napkin. I left the box of napkins I just bought in the car. I'm forever when I get home, it's like I'm ready to come inside. And it seems like nothing is shaking it. And it did the same thing last year. So I bought the 3 boxes of tissue together so I could carry one in the car and one in the house and take one on the bus. That might last a week with the way it's going on. But it happens every year since I've been here in Texas. I never worried about it and grew up on a farm when I was younger. But maybe that's just something I acquired since I'm older. I just wish it'd hurry up and get cold so it can go away. Okay. I am forever searching for education. Education is power. You never get too old to learn, and you'll never know everything if you live 3 lifetimes. It's too much to know everything. Even geniuses don't know everything. They're more diverse in everything. But we watch game shows where their IQs are off the chart. They won for a while, but then somebody came along and beat them. That shows you that nobody knows everything. Ms.V, try rubbing Vicks on bottom of feet with socks on night. You're right. Somebody did mention that the other night. I just haven't done it. Last year, I put onions under the bottom of my feet and went to sleep, and it drew out a lot of impurities. It was like dark something on. I wrapped them with paper towel and then saran wrap and then put the socks on. And that paper towel was just full of yuck looking stuff. And I might try that again. And I got Vicks Vapor Rub in there. I just need to do it. Maybe I can walk around since I'm not going out the house today and do it again this year, because that did help. And then I have the Netta pot in there. I haven't done that either. So I could take that out and do that and let it drain from one side to the other side. And that would help also. Thank you, Miss Audrey, for reminding me of that. Back like I was saying, I am forever searching, researching things and searching for knowledge. YouTube has been good for me because of the type of topics that I bring. A lot of times I've heard of it, but I don't know everything about it. So I got to research over here and see what they say. And then if I don't quite go along with that, or if it doesn't sound quite right, then I'll have to research again. I still got a topic on incontinence. I'm not a doctor that one of my subscribers had asked me to bring. I haven't done it yet because I haven't done all the research on it. And I was hoping that my doctor's appointment with my little country doctor that I've been with for almost, oh my God, I've been with that man since the 70s. He was my first doctor here in Texas. And I've always told you that man know more about me and my body than anybody, any man here on earth. Because we've been together that long. He was a doctor at Amico when I went there, the plant doctor. He opened up his own business in Alvin, Texas. And every time I leave, when I come back here, I go right back to him. We were in he was in his late 20s. I was in my middle 20s when we met. And we've been together all these years. He's been through everything with me, every death, husband, children, everything. Good morning, Miss Annette, and you'll welcome me in, beautiful Miss V. When I told you I was a Rod Squad, I didn't care where you came from. I've always said that. I don't have any beef with these people. I never came out here with any beef with these people. Even though Rosalind and I'm going to call it a misunderstanding from the beginning, when she called me a sugar mama out here and it blew across the internet, it bothered me for a minute, but then I had to stop and think, she's doing this for money. She's doing this for views. She doesn't know me. But the one thing that I had to do as a content creator, to be out here in this virtual world with all these people, I had to look at them as co-workers. You always have good co-workers, you have bad co-workers. But when she stepped up to the plate that night when I was on Patricia E. Jackson's live, and she apologized. I was doing skits on her when I first came out here. Funny skits, okay? I knew then that Roz was suffering from dialysis because I had taken, kidney failure, because I had taken care of my brother. And I did a couple of skits on her to let her know I knew. But then I had to stop and think about it. You're not right either. What she did was wrong, but you ain't no better than she is. You wrong too. Because this is a sick woman. She will let you know when she lets you know, and she has. But during those skits, she never once said anything about me or to me. So I had to stop and look at that and say, let it go. Leave it alone. That's her platform over there. She can do and say whatever she wants. You got a platform now, and you can do and say whatever you want. But don't go in that direction. You're going in the wrong direction, because we would have been arguing back and forth, just like she argues back and forth with these people every day. That was never what I wanted to do on my platform. I prayed about it and I let it go. And I said, okay, she has apologized to me. What more can you ask for? Nothing. Let go and let God. She's over there doing her thing. I'm over here doing my thing. I don't talk about her. She don't talk about me. Life is good. People come from over there, over here, and vice versa. And I could care less. I don't pay y'all's bills, so how can I tell you where to go? Anybody who want to come in here and chat with me from anywhere should be able to. Just like y'all go where y'all want to go over here, that's subscribed over here. Now, I'm a different content creator. Everybody's not like that. There are some content creators that don't want you to use nobody's colors but theirs. You came in here with purple. Did I say anything? I just told you what it meant. Royalty. Okay? So that's how I had to look at things. I'm an older woman. What I look like out here fussing and arguing with these people? And I don't know if the day gonna be my last day. I ain't got time for that. I have too much to do by myself and on my own now, for the first time in my life. Be worried about where somebody coming from. Now, I ain't worried about where you came from. I'm worried about where you're going, okay? So anyway, when I told you I was a Raw Squad and you explained me and let me in your live, and I love you for that. And green is my favorite color. And I think that's Chris's color, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't have no problem with that. I don't have no problem with her. She had a problem with me. I was over there co-hosting with her. That's how people are. I accept them for who they are. Now, if she come out here lying on me, you're not going to do that. But if you don't bother me, I ain't going to bother you. I never did nothing to you from the beginning. The onions do work. I cut up onions and put it under the bottom of my feet, then put some plastic wrap on top, then put some socks on top, and I woke up feeling brand new. It worked for me last year too, and it really did. So I just got to take control of what's going on with my health right now, and this sinus and allergies that I got going on. And the other thing is, you blow them so much and then your nose dries out. I remember Danya came over here last year. Danya say, Ms.V, you got a little bitty booger. She texted me is what she did on the side. And I did like that to show it. No, Danya, that's dry skin. My whole nose had just chapped all around there from having to blow it so much. But this too shall pass. Hey, Riri, I didn't see you. Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V this morning. Come on in, sugar. So the last thing I think I was telling you is that reading is fundamental to knowledge. And I love to read. I really do. I'll sit down and I'll read when I don't have anything else to do. Instead of like it used to be, I got to go here, I got to go there. I'm invited here, I'm invited there. I ain't trying to make all them functions no more. I'd rather be sitting down reading with a good book. Whereas in the past, I never had time to read. I enjoy it. I learn a lot. Even on the bus, I read to the children. They're starting to bring their books now, their little story books, and I'll read it to them. Like we had a little story the other morning, and I have these twins on there. And one of them brought a book, and he doesn't speak English too well, and that's why he's on my bus. Not that he's handicapped in any way. He has to learn the English language in order to catch up before he hits the first grade. I think there are 4 now, and he's doing better. And when you read to him, I'm reading it word for word so he can see the word and he can hear the word. And kids pick up fast. I think he will probably be ready, hopefully next year, to get off my bus and get on the regular bus. They had put them on the regular bus, but not understanding English that well. They had to come back to my bus. And I'm glad I did, because they are some cute little kids. They are wonderful. They are awesome. Stephen is in the building and he's saying, hey, Riri from California. All right. What did Miss Audrey say? Hold on. It's too far up. There's Riri. Hey, Riri, how you doing? Good morning, sugar. Okay. With wisdom comes knowledge also. As you age, wisdom should be acquired through the years, through things and circumstances that you go through. And it'll give you a better understanding of life. The understanding is discernment. You have to ask God for that, especially when you're trying to read the Bible, all the King James Version with the thises and the thuses and the thous, and trying to keep up with the timeline and the history of what's going on. But anytime you read it and you see a repeat of it, that's placing emphasis. Remember, in most of them, if it's in red, that's him. He's speaking. If you get a better understanding of it, you'll get a better understanding of life. It's history. What does history do? Repeat itself in a different time, in a different place, with different characters. That's it. I was saying, let's get rid of the E. coli from onions before using them again. Oh, okay, Miss Audrey. That's a good point because of the McDonald's situation that has just happened. Data is saying this November the 5th, you have two choices, sight and fling sight. Apparently these two are the best America has to offer. Vote, vote, vote. Exactly. That's what you got to do. No voice, no vote, no vote, no voice. Thank you, Data. Welcome to Chatting with Ms.V. And it's coming soon. November the 5th is right around the corner. November is when? I don't know what day November comes in, but it's this week. Never think that you are too old to learn. You're never too old to learn, and nobody knows everything. If you haven't experienced a lot of things in life on a diverse basis with different cultures and different ethnicities and nationalities, you really don't know how to interact with people. And it's going to be hard for you out here on social media to draw in people from around the world because you don't understand that people are the same around the world. I don't care what color and what nationality they are. It's the brain, okay? Don't look at color so much as what people are saying and what people are doing. Different cultures believe in different things. Learn to accept them. You don't have to be a part of them. Friday is November the 1st. Okay, and it's also payday. All right. Thank you, Miss Audrey. So that means it's not this week we're going to vote. If Friday is the 1st, it's next week. Okay. I don't have to worry about that. I got that out the way, Data, so I'm good to go. Never give up. When one door closes, knock on another. If they don't answer, build your own door. What's stopping you? Go buy your own door if you don't know how to build it. Keep moving. Don't stop. Once you stop, you've been defeated. Yeah. He got you. Stop procrastinating. When you procrastinate, you don't have a plan. Remember that. Stay calm through situations. Ain't nothing out here, especially on this social media app. Nothing is that bad. How is it that bad when it physically hasn't done anything? Yeah, you don't like people lying on you. Nobody does. Nobody wants people coming for them when they ain't even thinking about them or bothering with them. But it's going to happen. It's all in how you look at it. I'm at a point now that I've been out here over a year and I don't really give a fat rat's ass what anybody says. If they ain't coming in here helping me clean up, cook, pay some bills, wash the car, pay for gas, food, laundry, and no other bill that comes up in here, why do I care? It's a waste of my time. Okay, thank you for taking out all the trash on Sunday morning. It needs to go out just like every other day. Thank you, Miss Audrey. You got to take the trash out of anywhere in order not to have filth and dirt. Teresa's house, good morning, Ms.V mods and beautiful people in this chat. Happy Sunday. Clocking all this tea you're spilling. Thank you, Miss Teresa. Do you have a channel? Or is that just your handle? But I appreciate you coming in. Happy Sunday to you. Stay calm through situations that may be hard at the time for some. I have learned to cultivate how I'm going to respond, if I'm going to respond to people. A lot of times, no response out here is the best response. Let people think whatever they want to think. They don't know. Have they shown you a paper yet? They can't. It's what's in their head. It's how they think. And if they can convince somebody that they know you that well, that's saying something right there. These people don't even have a clue. But you're not in their home. You're not even concerned about their life. You're not concerned about nothing about them. Just know that's for views and money. And if they can tear you down and they don't think it's a God up there that's going to come back and strike them, bam, 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 they don't know God. And that's how you have to look at it. Journey says, yep, because thinking is from your flesh, and that's what we're dealing with, flesh and principalities. Okay? It's hard. No channel, Ms.V. I am just a subscriber. Well, thank you for coming in. I didn't know that. Good morning to you. Welcome. Come on in. Join the family. All right? It's hard, like I said, but it can all work out in the end to your favor. It may take some time, but that's where patience comes in. We want to fight back when we're younger. When as you age, you really realize you don't have all that fight in you. I'm a person at my age that has a whole lot of energy, but I'm not trying to use my energy on dumb stuff and nonsense and stuff that don't even make sense. How can you know what I have and what I don't have when you don't know me? That's all you got to do is just ask yourself some questions, and this stuff will all come together like this is oil and water. They don't mix. But if you see you don't mix, move on. You'll be the smarter one. Don't hang in there with somebody that's dumber than Dora and they upset because you ain't following them. No, I don't have no reason to. You're not offering me anything. No education, no inspiration, no motivation, but you want me to follow you. I can't, and I ain't. It ain't happening. Walk away and leave them talking. They are butt ass hurt when they don't have you around them, or they would quit talking about you. They will flip the script and say you bothering them when you ain't even thinking about them, because that's what they want people to think. You're really dumb if you sit there and you think that, and you over here and you look at it, you listen, and I'm way off doing something else that's much more conducive to my lifestyle than worrying about what anybody out here says. You can't do it, people. You may even get attacked as a subscriber. Blow it off while they're attacking you. And you don't know them, and you just voice your opinion. Comments are for you to say what you want to say. Don't they come in here and say what they want to say in my chat? Now, they might not be able to stay in here. That's why you got moderators, because it's off the wall. My moderator's not going to let them stay in here and mess up my chat. Go find you a chat that will tolerate that, because we ain't tolerating the foolery over here. Ain't nobody getting attacked over here, and none of that crazy stuff. For what? We don't even know each other. We just learning each other when you come into the chat. Happy Sunday to you also, Brittany. Hey, Tasha T, good morning. Learn to walk away from foolishness and let it go. It doesn't matter who likes who and who supports who and all that stuff. If they can't let it go, you let it go, okay? And let them know, you ain't bothering me. Don't take rudeness and disrespect personally either, especially out here on these social media apps. People are very rude and people can be very disrespectful. I'm not tolerating it in my chat, but I can't tell nobody else what to do in that chat. But over here, I'm not tolerating it because I don't have to. That's on them. I always say, if I ain't got an answer for it, it matters not to me what you do and say. That's your behavior, and it's all right with me. Good morning, Nathan. How are you? Your sense of humor is way more effective in staying calm. I have a very good sense of humor over here. You don't think my chat laugh at me and talk about me all the time? Do they mean it? No. They're the first ones to step up to the plate and take it for me when somebody comes for me. Or calling on the phone or sending me clips. I had to just tell them, look, you don't have to send me no more clips because I ain't addressing these people. I don't care what I look going back and forth at my age with some of these people that's 40 and 50 years old. They ought to be shaming themselves for attacking somebody who ain't bothering them. Okay, I think Nathan is speaking to everybody. So I let my sense of humor kill a lot of bad spirits because it simply doesn't bother me. And it's a more effective way of staying calm. Watch how they anger when you laugh in their face. That was the intent. The intent was to make you mad. Girl, I ain't got time to be getting mad. You ain't finna bust me down and have my organs all disarrayed and run into the doctor because you said this and you said that. I don't give a doggone what you say. Hey, Miss Sandra, good morning, everybody. I just woke singing down through years, being good to me. Oh, God's been good to me. Oh, yes, indeed. Once you age and you don't realize that God has been good to you, it wasn't man. Maybe he worked through man for man to be good to you, but you have to give him the praise. Always. When your mouth is shut and your eyes are open, the truth comes out. The truth, you can see it then. For as long as you're speaking and you're not listening, you can't discern it. Just open your eyes and look. You can connect every dot. Why they did it, who was involved. And it was all behind closed doors and you never knew it and you never saw it. So, country boy, get out of here with that. Thank you, Miss Jackie. Because you don't know if she's the devil or not, but I know you are. You're coming here on a Sunday morning talking about somebody that we ain't even discussing. Ain't nobody said nothing about Kamala over here. Okay? And if you feel that way, then that's your thing. Go get you a channel and talk about it then. I wouldn't ever come over there, but go on about your business, okay? We don't Coming here on Sunday morning. We try not to come in here no day talking about nobody, much less on Sunday morning. Miss Jackie, you can block Country Boy. I don't even want him in my channel. Disrupting. Stop allowing social media to confuse you. Nobody is at war out here. People are out here really at war. Off of each other, talking about each other, and a lot of stuff they're saying ain't true. But it draws on the crowd. The crowd believes in them, so they believe in what they're saying is true. That's a follower. It's not a supporter. How much money did they get at the end of the live for what they said? Then you'll know. Because YouTube doesn't pay all that well. Some of the videos, they pay really good. I don't even know how they classify how they're going to pay you on a video. I really don't. It's just whatever. I've had videos that were $40 and $50. I've had videos that I thought were great that was $2. Okay? So I really haven't even tried to check into it to see what that was all about. Because really, if you're out here with the nonsense every day and the drama and filling up a chat, it's still how much people are donating. That's the biggest help you're going to have on YouTube. So I'm just glad I'm not in that position where I got to worry about what the video is going to pay, how much donations I got in, because I'm not getting them anyway. I'm giving them away. And that I've worked my life. And I've had husbands that have worked. And even though they're not here, we split equitably everything, whether they're alive or dead. And I thank God for that too, that we were able to move on and not be bothered. People are together, then they're apart, and that's in life. You might start off as siblings together. There are siblings that don't even talk to each other. There are husbands and wives that started out together. They may have had to part ways. There are children and parents that started out together. Whatever, they might not see eye to eye anymore. It's okay. It'll hurt for a while, but you'll move right on past all of that too. Social media for most channels is not a reality. It's like a reality show. It's like a reel or a short that'll draw you in. Be careful of what you're drawn into. It can take up a lot of your day. It can take up a lot of your energy. And at the end of it all, look back from where you are now at the end of the year and where you were last year. What did you learn? How did it inspire you? Did this person motivate you? What did they do for you? Did they do anything for you, or did you do something for them? And that's what's called discernment. Next year might be a whole lot different for you. You might be with somebody that's educating you on something. You might be with somebody that's not faking a funk with you because they're living a lie, and that's what they're presenting. You just haven't been smart enough to figure it out. That's on you. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Health is your only real wealth. I've said that ever since my videos. Before I ever went live, I was doing videos. I was walking every morning when I first came out here, when I lived at the other place. We would walk down to the pond and I would sit on the bench by the water and we would talk. That's your wealth. At any age, money sometimes can't buy you health. So what good is money? Stop putting money ahead of the game. Yes, we all got to have money to live and survive. But don't worship it. Don't make it an idol god. Because when you land in a situation where the doctor said there's nothing else we can do, what good is it then? When you behind bars like P. Diddy with $1 billion, what good is it doing? And when the judge say you are not getting out, you're going to stay here until your trial date, don't wish it. It's a little G God. Comes and it goes. Don't be greedy. There's a lot of people that's just so greedy. I just hate to be around them because they're forever begging. I can't deal with that. What is wrong with you working? What did you do before you came out here on social media? Get a grip. You got a whole man at home. Are you crazy? What is he doing? Why you out here bumming and begging? That doesn't look too good to me. I don't care what you said and what you did. When I look into your life and I see that you got a man, isn't a man supposed to be able to take care of a home? Isn't that one of his responsibilities? Then either you pick the wrong man or you a weak woman to let him sit there and drive you to work in your car, live in your house, and you got something to say. Ain't nothing you can tell me. People who have or have had money understand money. It should be a means of exchange. It should never control you. You should control it. Okay? Miss Jackie said, Ms.V, you're teaching this morning. I can only give you what I got and what I have acquired over these years. Like I told you another day we were out here, I said, I can either share it with you, I can take it with me. That would be pretty selfish on my part to have been through some of this stuff that I'm talking about and let you go through it too. I can't make you do anything. I can only tell you. Okay? That's it. Don't be weak. Be strong through it all. I've been single, married, divorced. I've been all of them. Widowed. Everything you can be. So I can speak on all of it. From my perspective and what happened with me. And it's pretty much the same thing that will happen with you or has happened to anybody else. It's no different. Difference is I don't mind talking about it. That's it. Miss Teresa say, speak, Ms. V. Yeah. I would rather come out and share my life with you instead of somebody trying to tell my story. You can't tell my story because you don't know my story. My story ain't your story. Tell your own story. I could appreciate you more if you did that. A cheater is a cheater. A liar is a liar. Look it up and see what it says about lying. It's a lot of lying going on in the world today. It's a lot of hidden stuff behind closed doors. Through this year of exposure, I've learned so much about people and what they've been doing and saying behind closed doors. And the only thing I still got a question about is why and how did it help you? It didn't really affect me. It might stop me for the moment and look and say, what is wrong with you? Have you lost your mind? Why are you bothering me when I ain't bothering you? What? Why are you so intimidated by me? Because I'm a strong-ass Black woman. That's why. I don't feel like I need nobody but him. Because that's basically all I got. At this age, you start losing your friends and your family and all that. And until the end, that's the way it's going to go down. You got to learn how to accept these things. At 65 years young, I don't have time for foolish games. You don't. Your health is too important at this time. Your organs and everything are wearing out. I'm trying to keep mine healthy. I want nothing but peace, love, and happiness in my life. I avoid arguing and cursing negative people. Just get them out your business. Get them away from you. It's you don't want people in a different frame of mind. They got other worries, and it ain't you. Okay? Now, gamblers, scammers, they're all losers. You will always lose more when you gamble than you'll win. You don't realize how much money you have put in there, thousands of dollars before you hit that small jackpot. It's small if you haven't hit $1 million. $1 million ain't very much these days. It was 20 years ago, even 10 years ago. But you got to have multi-millions now. Hell, I've made millions and spent millions in my lifetime. That's easy to do. Get a house. That's 500,000. That's $500,000 right there. Get a car. I've had cars. I've had a Mercedes that's $120,000 in my day. Many cars that I shouldn't have, probably looking back, shouldn't have paid that much money for. But that's what I wanted. And I did what I wanted to do, and I paid for it. So nobody couldn't tell me nothing. I lived how I wanted to live. Then and now. And it matters not. To me, you live like you want to, I'm going to live like I want to. Teresa said, okay, Ms.V, that is sitting up straight. Exactly. Nathan, absolutely. I have a new positive perspective on life ever since I almost lost mine. Look, in life, you're going to win and you're going to lose. It's all in how you take the win and how you take the lose. You can win in life. Wake up, hit the lottery, get many billions. How many people have you seen have won the lottery big, big, big and have nothing within a year? Because they didn't have no financial planning. Everything they went out and bought, they spent money on it, but they didn't know how to invest any of the money to make them money. Nothing that you buy is going to stay new forever. It's going to cost for some maintenance, some upkeep on it. If you go in there and you get this $1 million house and you won 50 million, it ain't going to stay forever as fast as they build them and some of the materials that they're using in now. They're not even letting the trees get grown now. So some of the wood is weak as water. I found that out the last house I was in. And we were remodeling that house to sell it. Eric and I would go over to get wood and stuff, and he would always stand it up straight. And you could see bends in it. Those trees were too young. They killed those trees too fast. But that's what they putting in there, and that's why it's warped. That's why foundations are cracking. The ground hasn't settled yet. You already pouring the concrete on it. It's gonna crack. We live in an area where you got a lot of shifting of the earth because of the storms and stuff come through. You gotta be careful when it comes to money. If that's your God, then you don't need to be running out spending it like it's water. A lot of people who have money, you don't know they have money because they don't let you know it. They live an ordinary, everyday life and are filthy rich, and you don't know it until they're gone. You look at them and think they're old bum. It's the ones who don't have nothing that's always shouting and hollering, and they got this and they got that. You claiming something you don't even have. Stop it. Teresa's concurring with you, Nathan. Now, let me see what I was going to tell you next. You will always lose more than you win, always. It's designed that way to attract you back there to the casinos and to the gambling houses or whatever you do at the table at somebody's house. It's the devil. It is of the devil. He got you. And when he got you, he'll use you until he use you up. They both spirits. Hey, Coffee No Cream, happy Sunday to you. Ms.V, you're so right. They are. They both spirits. He was in heaven at one time. He got kicked out. He's over the music department up there. I told you there might be a generational curse from him. You never know how far down it goes. Don't let things in life be a major setback. Learn how to overcome. Trust and believe in him. Be patient. Never feel sad about losing anything in life, not even your loved ones, because you don't have no control over that. We're not here forever. Nobody is. Babies sometimes don't make it. They come here already gone. That's what you have to understand. All this hooping and hollering and crying. Thank God for the days you had them. That's what I have to do. I only knew my husband for 12 years. We were only married 10. I thank God for those 10 or 12 years we were together. And if that's all he had, I had to come to a point in my mind where that's it. And I don't regret any days because it was fun years. And maybe he was sent through my life to do the traveling that I did, to be a housewife for the first time in my life, to just know how it feels to be loved unconditionally. Because I finally did it. It took three tries. And that's why I say it's no other man out there for me. Through it out, there is no other man, not for me. I would rather cherish the memories and look at the pictures and think about all the places we went together. And that's why it's been so hard just trying to be on my own now, because I've changed up so much, because everything that I had in here in the beginning, it reminded me too much of life with him. We're in different places in time now. So I had to come back and do me now. If guys want to say, do you want to go out to eat or whatever? Maybe, maybe not. But they ain't coming up in here. I can tell you that. They're not going to put no ring on my finger. If they put it on there, they'll never take me to the altar. That ain't happening. That's why I thought it was so funny when the little cackling heads out here was going on and on about Ms.V this and Ms.V that. Girl, you need to be worried about yourself. Don't worry about Ms.V. Ms.V is a very intelligent woman. She ain't finna let nobody come up in here and mess up what he left me. That's for me to live on, not for them to live on. Okay? And I don't trust nobody at this point enough to say, I do again. I don't. Believe that. Go listen to the song by Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. Wake up, everybody. I know what you're talking about, Miss Audrey. I love that song. Again, never feel sad about losing anyone. Nothing we have in life we should grieve about forever. Yeah, grieving is a process in life. You got to go through that. Something might snap up there, okay? But release your feelings and let go and let God. Look at nature, how everything will die out and then it'll bloom back in spring. God created things to happen for a reason. As people are going out, people are also coming in. It's replenishing itself. The animal kingdom and the plant kingdom are no different. Women have babies and replenish. And look at a tree, how it loses its leaves. but they come back. They're bare starting in the winter if they're not evergreen and they stay green or change colors all year. You have more of that up on the East Coast where you have the beautiful leaves in the fall. But here in the South, you just got bare trees, just ugly. But by spring, they start coming back again. Nothing but God. Attract abundance by moving away from what is holding you back. It's the only way you're going to attract it. You'll never get abundance if you got somebody and y'all are both looking for the same thing. You grabbing and they grabbing. It's not going to work. People are good at expressing themselves. Listen, if they don't show you and you can't see it, don't believe it. Anger will blame understanding. Be lazy, and that will hinder you from your purpose. You can't be afraid if you don't have faith. You will be afraid. It all goes hand in hand. Don't you dare allow pride to block your growth. Being envy disrupts your peace. Can't have peace when you got envy and hate and jealousy. Have no courage when you have doubt. Understand the general principles of everyday life. Know where you are in life and stay in your lane. Don't try to compete with me. I'm not going to try to compete with Miss Audrey. I don't know what Miss Audrey got and how she got it and how long she had it or if she inherited. That's crazy for me to waste my time worrying about it. It ain't, first of all, it ain't none of my business. Be glad, be happy for Miss Audrey. Thank you, Coffee No Cream. Hit that like on there for me. I appreciate that. And you don't know how she may bless you. You don't know how I may bless you. If you're not worried about that, like I said, I have friends on all levels of the game. We don't compare ourselves. They know what they have, and I know what they have, and they know what I have. Basically, they don't know the exact dollar amount. If they choose to live in the projects and on food stamps and we've been friends, we friends. If they choose to live out on Clear Lake and have a yacht, we still friends. What they have ain't got nothing to do with our friendship is what I'm trying to say. Okay? I said I will never marry, but Lordy led, who is that, Iris Elba or Boris Kajot? I might get nervous and say I do. I ain't finna get nervous behind none of them. They can wine me and dine me for the rest of my life, but they cannot put a ring on it and they cannot step me down no more hours, no more. I finally got it right the third time, and when God took him on, I'm done, okay? I'm playing, but they sure is a hunk of dog. Oh yeah, it's some fine men out there. It is. And people don't care nothing about the age of a man no more. Tina Turner had a much younger man. Baby, that man wined her and dined her to her death, gave her one of his kidneys so she could live longer. You better get off that age stuff. You can be old and immature. You can be young and immature. Age, what did she say? What's age got to do with it? It's just a number. It's the maturity you are. Some of these people are so whacked up and messed up in the head. That's why they are where they are with who they with. You better try to look at how that person treats you and what they gonna do for you. How they gonna love you and your children and your family. Because I don't want no man either that can't love on me and my family. I saw T Hall. Good morning, T Hall. How you doing? Okay. Down to the end, understand the general principles of everyday life was where I left off. Know where you are in life and stay in your lane. That's the best thing you can do. Comparing yourself to somebody else, there is no comparison because no two people are alike, and they're stupid on your part. Y'all have a wonderful day. Peace, love, and blessings to you. This is the day that we've never seen before. Make the most of it. Like, share, and subscribe. It's free to all. Become a member if you so choose. Be blessed and have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys later on after football and after I watch my church service this morning. That's right, the Ravens at the Browns. What time, Miss Audrey? Is it a 1 o'clock game or is it a night game? I thought it was a 1 o'clock game. I don't quite remember. Nathan, have a good day. I'm waiting on Miss Audrey to tell me what time the game so I can kind of get it in my head. I got to go fix me something to eat, and I'm going to work on this sinuses here. Give her just a minute to come back in. But I think it's at 1 o'clock today, if I'm not mistaken. It's at 1. All right, Miss Audrey. Y'all take care until then, and I'll see y'all after the game. Okay, and we'll see what them Ravens do today, okay? Hopefully, we'll win. If not, oh well, next week is another week. Talk to y'all later. Y'all take care. Love you much. Like, share, subscribe. Have a great day.